morning, good morning, good morning. Cool, cool. Right. Let's get set up. So we don't actually give up during the race. Let's try to get the engines going while we warm up for these 2 minutes, and then we'll see what the course is like. Looks like it's gonna be a fun one. New. Yeah, off-road. I do this every week. Just watching the person on the left there. They look like they're having a bad time. That's unfortunate. Oh well, but as you can see, we are nearing the end of the season. Today's April 3rd, and we're doing Giro Veloce. I don't know how you pronounce it, but week 8 of 10. So, let's see how it goes. So we're still in Div 5, but we're currently ranked to 11th, which means if we pass 11 people, we'll get to Div 4. I think that's definitely possible to get by race 10, so in 2 weeks. So at the end of the season, I guess. Well, definitely end of the season, but we can be in Div 4 for the 10th race. And then depending on how it goes today, we can maybe get it into the next race. So we'll see just kind of how this goes and see if we move up at all. But this is the new map where we'll be racing. this week. So 20 minutes, as usual, just to discover it and figure out where to drift, where to release, where the turns are, I guess, where the walls are. Those are important. And yeah, just kind of see how it is. Driving around the Coliseum, fun, fun, fun. So at a first glance, this is a very fast NASCAR style map. Not many drifts, except for that one. It's all going to be about keeping your speed. Because all of these are just wide open. Oh, that's dark. Just wide open. Turns and straightaways and full speed sections, so it's a pretty fun course so far after doing one lap of it. The classic NASCAR turns with the sloped entry. Ugh. Gotta watch out for that turn. But we'll make it work. We'll make it work. Around the Coliseum again. I do want to drive through the Coliseum, if it's possible. Just not right now. Drift turn, okay. Oh yeah, this was the sharp drift turn. Alright, and this one... No, not this one. Nope, not this one either. This course is longer than I remember now. I've only done it once. Alright, so this one's stay high. Okay. Maybe not that high. Maybe not that high. Actually, I'm gonna take this opportunity to accidentally turn off my monitor. One sec. Okay, I'm actually gonna take this opportunity to turn up the brightness on my monitor, just because that dark tunnel, I'm not seeing too well in it. So we'll give that a go. I'm gonna restart the clock. So obviously we do not want to do that during the race, because if you flip over during the race, kind of done. No respawns. Probably also want to run into a wall like that during the race. These are just minor tips, in case you didn't know. In case you're thinking about driving yourself, avoid walls. This is just fully open into a drift turn, drop down drift. Stay tight there. Probably need to drift that one. Drift that one, I know. And bring it around. Okay, let's try this. We might need a drift. Maybe that's what's... Never mind. We don't need a drift now. Is the pit like underneath? I don't know where the pit is. Strange. We'll have to find out where that is at some point. Alright, so this turn here. Yeah, if you can angle that better, you can do full speed, but I did not that time. Alright, and it was not this turn, it was this turn here. Okay, too soon for that actually. But the drift worked, and then just shell through there. Do the hard drift there. And let's try to not hit the side of the wall this time. I did a release there, because I think it is too tight for just full speed. But alright, so with that lap time, we're the 8th fastest lap. So that's a pretty good sign. I don't think that'll last the next 13 minutes, but it's at least a good sign that we're at least learning the map pretty well. Minus all these, wall hits we're doing. My potential is 0.6 ahead, which I guess makes sense because I've only done, one lap of it basically. Alright, maybe, I don't know if you do need a drift for that. I feel like you do, but maybe you don't, if you just stay inside. Whoop, okay. Not what we wanted to do there. Yeah, there's no way you can make that turn at full speed. I'm too scared to even try, just because it feels like it is not going to work. Oh, it's so smooth. I released a few times, but it was so smooth. Until that point. This is a good map. This is a good map. Are they in here? Is the mapper in here? I don't know who made it. I can't see. Who made it? Map by K3 Kimmy. Are they in here? Oh yeah. They said you're welcome. It is a fun map. I usually don't like these types of maps, so that answer might change once I actually start racing. But it's fun just to drive in, because it's really satisfying, that like middle section through the town. If you get that like clean, it feels really good. Alright, I don't know if that needs to be a long drift. It kind of forces you at the start, but there's ways you can get around that. Because I don't know if I want to have my tires drifting for that long. But, alright, didn't cut in that early there, but like this whole section is just so good if you get that right. You get so much speed out of it. And then you have to really claw it back as you make these turns, but oh, that was going to be a good one. Like, nope, never mind. I was gonna say, it still can be an okay one, but then I hit the wall again. Jinxed myself before I even said it. As we drift around the Leaning Tower of Pisa. Good scenery. Yeah, there's just no way that's the drift the entire time. Like, it works, don't get me wrong. But at what cost? As we're jumping around with the teleporting car. That's totally not distracting at all. Okay, that's a drift. It's also a tighter drift. Trying to push the limit of that one because it sets up for this whole section. Like this right here, it's all full speed, still all full speed, still all full speed until like right about here where you do tiny drift. And then it's still all of this, and then you turn here. Like if you can keep the speed through all of that, it'll add up. But if you hit right before it, it all subtracts up. You know? Don't know what that was. I thought I touched there. Did not. One thing I've already forgotten is how many laps we're supposed to be doing on this. 38. So 9s. Get lapped twice. We've done 7 laps. No. Yes, we've done 7 laps. And we've used up 4/5 of our fuel. Does that add up to 9? I don't think it does actually. Hang on, because it's 4/5. That'd be 8/10, but we need 9/10. Okay, maybe we can't do 9s. Okay, so what's less than that? 8 with 2 7s. Whoop. Oh yeah, we're on red tires. We should probably pit just for these last 5 minutes and really confirm the pit strat. Yeah, because I think even if we did do 9 lap stints, your tires are going to be shot for all of this. And even though we're not drifting that much, like there's some very tight turns that you need that turn radius for. All right, let's see where we're going. Here, up, open here, open here. I knew it was under it. Okay, here's the 130. Oh, okay. Then we go into sun. Cool. Cool. Oh, and then we do another U-turn. Cool, and then here's the pit. Okay. That is gnarly. Let's just fill up and do the math from 100. Okay, and the pit exit's here, so you do still have to do a drift after, but at least you get kind of it's a speed kind of reset for the flying lap. But okay, let's just see how much fuel and tire we use, including that long drift in this lap. See, you can see the placement of the pit because we started back. Even though we came from the pit, I'm on PB pace. I don't know if that's indicative of how bad my PB is, or where the pit is, or probably both. Probably a bit of both. Probably both. I think I'm drift heavy this lap, but I guess it's just kind of a worst case scenario then. Oh yeah, I'm very drift heavy this map. Alright, so let's just say we use 15%. That's a lot. That's a lot. That gives you enough for like 7 laps. If that. Not even that. It's 38 laps, really? Did I do math earlier wrong when I said? I think I did. No, I didn't. So there's 9, so you do 36. So 9, 4 9s. 2 of those are 10s. That's definitely not possible on this fuel and tire. Okay, so this one we used like 10% of each, which I don't know how that happened. I don't remember if I did the long drift last lap. But if we use 25% over 2 laps, then we can definitely do 8 laps. But I think we only need to do 7s. So these are long laps. They are a minute, 10 to 15 second laps. Which means we're not going to get lapped probably too often. But, okay, so we end up with 37% after 3 laps. So we could do 8 or 9 lap stints, I think. We don't need to do 9. But yeah, I think if you do 8s with 2 7s, I think that can work. You just can't do more than 12.5% per lap, which I think is possible, but it'll be close. I don't know. It'll be interesting to see kind of how it goes. But we've got 41 in this lobby again, which is what we had last week. So that's good. We will see how we do in qualifications now. Well, in a few minutes. If you do all sevens, that's only 35 laps. So you need to do 3 of those. 3 of those 5 will need to be 8s. -1 for every lap you get past. So I need to click. So we'll probably get lapped once. I don't think we're gonna get lapped 3 times, so I think we definitely have to do an 8 at least once. I think we just keep an eye on the percentages and we just keep an eye on the percentages and I don't know, just see if we can make it to 8 for that stint. Okay. So I'm gonna kind of take the first lap seriously as well too, just because you do kind of have that flying start somewhat. I don't know if it starts you from the pit though, because I don't think that the finish line counts as a checkpoint. So maybe this is all for nothing, but we'll at least stay in the same mindset of go fast. Alright, and this turn, that was good. So we can keep doing that. Okay. That wasn't too bad, so if we can just do that again, we'll do okay. Although that lap shouldn't count because for some reason we were like 16 seconds behind. Because I think we came from the pit. Lost a bit there, but nothing too bad. I'm not getting that as smooth as I would have liked. But the second half I made up for it, so. Alright, this is a good time. Okay, well it felt good at the time. Maybe not will last. Or it's still lasting actually. Only 10 people had finished and I was 10th, so I was kind of concerned that I was going to fall after that. But still 11th. Still, okay, still 12th. 5 people have to finish. We might get a point. All right, 4 people left. Actually 3, because actually they're the mapper, as you can see. Top left, bottom right, or bottom. So they won't count. So 2 people. All right, so it's just this person, I think. And we're getting 1 point. We might get 2 points. Every point counts. But yeah, that was a good. It felt like a good time. It was faster. It was only 2 seconds behind the leader. I think I was like 4.5 seconds behind in free practice. So that was a good lap. The unfortunate thing is, I don't think we can do that during the actual race, because I don't exactly know what my final percentage was. And I'm actually just going to go back and check the VOD, because I can do that. I don't think we can do that for the full time. So let's see. I also didn't even see what I got there. I think it was 2 points, so we're excited about that. So we ended at 74%. Which is not good. Okay, and we did get the 2 points. Yay. I'm paying attention. Okay. Oh boy, so what do we do? What do we do? What do we do? What do we do? So there's going to be some laps that we really have to reel back on. We can't push it like that. But I don't know how to like use less fuel. That's the worry. And with how scruffy the pit kind of is, I don't feel comfortable about like coasting to the pit if we run out of fuel. I don't know. I think there's ways we can do 8 laps. I just don't know how. I think worst case scenario, we do a bunch of 7s. And then we end up pitting like with like 4 laps to go or something like that. We do like a 7, 7, 7, 7, 4, 4 or something, 4, 3. I'm not a fan of it with how big the pit is. Like it's very windy and slow, and obviously it takes time when you're in the pit. But I don't know. We'll have to play it by ear and just kind of see how the stint's going and see if we can stretch any of them to 8s. Because it's really going to be a challenge, I think. Because this is such a long map. Alright, what time is this? That was a 1:20. That wasn't good at all. What was I talking about? Mapper in chat with us. I think they said they were driving with us, but they have to give up before the end. But as you can see, here's where we start. We don't need to drift there. We can just do that. Okay, so yeah, 73, 74% is what we had ended up with. So here we go. The race is a go. But this is the closest we're ever going to be. This is the smallest lap we'll ever have to do, because everything from the pit is farther back, I think. So if you wanted to do an 8, it'd probably be this one. Doesn't matter because we have to do, multiple of them, but I don't know. I'm gonna try to cancel my drifts earlier, just so that we don't lose as much tire. It's an unfortunate little tap. So if we're doing 8s, as we talked about, you can only use 12.5% of fuel per lap. And we have just used 12.5. Exactly. So that's going to be a thing we're going to have to keep an eye on. Tires, I'm not too worried about because I can just release and cancel drifts early and that sort of thing. I am worried about these sections where they are tight. So we definitely will have to release during those times. But I don't know. It'll be interesting to see what everyone else does. They're probably not scraping the wall, if I had to guess. Okay, so that one we were fine. It's going to be close, but I think actually we're going to be fine because also the pit will start earlier, so it's not like we're going a full 8 laps. We're doing like 7 and 7/8 laps. At least that's what I'm going to tell myself. Yeah, I think I was focusing too much on the fuel and tires during that time, and I'm in 31st place now. So, room for improvement. Alright, I think we're under. We're still under the limit. It's just because... never mind, not even gonna say it. Don't even want to jinx it. yellow tires, but they are still above fuel, so that's good. That turn was not good, comparatively. This is going to be a very stressful race. I know it. Because here we go. Here's lap 4 of 8. We have 2 extra liters to work with. I guess 4 if you extrapolate it. But we are going to be cutting it very close. And I'm going to have no tires for like the last 2 laps. But I think we'll do 7s after this 8, because I don't think we need to do all 3 8s. I think we will get lapped probably once, especially at this pace. And so then we can decide later when we'll do the 8s, I guess. So. All right. That was a 12 liter lap, which is fine. That's on par, I guess, with what we have it doing. Literally exactly. And we're getting on low tires, and I can feel it, especially on those turns there. So I'm having to do some tiny releases here and there. Okay. 6 laps, or 2 laps to go. So it's these turns here that I'm worried about, because this one is very tight, and this one is very tight, and then this one around is very tight. But I think we can adjust it so it works out still. But you just have to be careful about when you drift. You might not get it, which probably happened once or twice during this race. But okay, so a few people are pitting now. But we're gonna have to do some 8s, and we can do it now, so let's just do it now. So I'm gonna speed in the pit lane. That's a no-no. But okay. A lot of people are pitting now. We will pit next lap though, so it's essentially the same thing. I have to release though, because these 15-16% tires are not ideal for turning, believe it or not. Yeah, we've got plenty of fuel. What was I worried about? You know? Okay, there's a drift we didn't get. Leaders are pitting, so they're doing the same side as me. Cool, cool. But now it's, if I can remember where to go, it was a U-turn here, a U-turn here. Nope, not quite. Elongated U-turn. All right, here's the limit. This was into the sun. It's up a hill, so we can speed up a bit. Then a U-turn there, all the way down to here, and in the pit. Jesus. All right, so we need to pretty much fill out of 100 every single time, especially when we do the 8s. But I think we're going to do the 7 this time around, so it's not as important, but we should still get pretty close to the top just in case we need to. So we went in at 98 there. I think we went in with like 10 extra. I don't even remember actually. Was not paying attention. Probably should have been. If I had a pit crew, that's what they'd be doing. Alright, good start. If I had a pit crew, they'd be on at me for that, too. So. Oh, that was too long of an auto drift that I did not want to have. Passed a few people there. I'm okay with that, I guess. Oh, but they passed me back. I'm not okay with that. Hey, you can't do that. The map leader is showing off. Or the map creator is showing off. I really hope someone beats that time, actually. Otherwise, that could mess up like the fastest lap point scoring. 113, jeez. With my potential at 115, we've got a ways to go. But on the good side, we are at least going to be setting the fastest lap right now. Not a great one, but an okay one. I think that's actually what my qualifier was. It was a 116 something. So I guess that's not too far off from that. If not better. I guess I can drive a bit more wild just because I think I've already decided in my head that this is going to be the 7th lap stint. So we can really push it as much as we want and not really worry about... well, we still need to worry about tire wear, obviously, but fuel we don't need to worry about too much, I don't think. So we're gonna go in at the end of 15. That's right. Oh, little tap there. Didn't want to do that. Really sets up badly for this drift. Oh, bad turn. But we can correct it. Yellow tires. Okay. I don't think the yellow tires are the fault of the bad turn. That was just my own fault. But I can at least blame them. Whoop. Yeah, I can also totally blame the yellow tires for that turn too. Definitely wasn't fault of my own. Alright, we have done 4 laps. And we have about half our percentages left. We could probably do 8 if I stop drifting all of these turns as much as I have been. But where's the fun in that? I think we're doing the 7 this time, and we'll just do the 8 next or later. Because yeah, we're getting lapped once. Which means we only need to do 37. Will we get lapped twice? That's the question. I'm gonna guess no, actually. Because in 13 laps... Well, maybe. It's gonna be close. It's gonna be very close. That's the issue. Do we just save the 8 for last then, and act like we're gonna do it, and if we get lapped, who cares? The last lap will just suck then? I don't know. We'll see. Alright, low tires. Something just to account for. Not an issue. As you can see, not an issue. And you know what, we're just going to drift that clean through. Alright, so now we've got... That was 6 for me. The people who are pitting now are just doing 7s so far. So we will pit at the end of this one, just to do our 7. But we can at least pretend that we're 13th place right now. Hehehe. Actually, we're 12th. I earned that place. I didn't earn 13th, but I sure as heck earned 12th. Okay, box, box, box. We're going in. Slow down a lot because of the U-turn. Kind of a elongated U-turn. And 30. Don't speed. Uphill. And bring it around. Oop. That was the worst pit stop I've ever done. I've had some bad entries in my life. That was the worst, I think, I've ever done. Oh yeah. I probably should have left sooner because of how I was farther back because of that bad entry. But excuse me. Okay, so we are about to get lapped once they leave the pit. So let's keep an eye on that and see when they leave. It's still a while. It's still a while. Okay, about 20 seconds. I don't know if we'll be lapped twice. It's going to be very close. That's the thing. That was a bad turn. I panicked and had to release. I wonder if anyone's pitting this lap. I wonder if anyone did 2.8s to begin with. Well, I guess the leaders might have. Yeah, because they're 42 seconds. Which means they're 25 seconds before they're lapping me. Okay, so a few people did pit during that as we jump up to 20th. Okay, so let me just think through this. We've got 38 laps. I've been doing 7 lap stints, so we need to have 3 8s. We have done one of them. We have not been lapped yet. It is likely we will be lapped once, at least once, by the end of this race. So we only have to do, at most, 1 8. One more 8. The question then is, will we be lapped twice to do another 8? So I think that just basically means we wait till the very last stint to do the 8. And we're just doing 7s here on out. I think that's what we're doing. Which means all of these are 7s. Which means I should really be letting loose. Pushing each and every lap. Small PB. Speaking of letting loose. Oh, bad setup for this turn. But we'll still work with it, I guess. Yeah, kind of lost the drift there. Uh-oh. They're out. White flag. That's unfortunate. PB? No. Had a bad end. Also, I kind of went diagonal to the finish. Probably would have like been equal to the PB if I had just gone straight. But, okay, well we get a place there. Because I don't know what happened. I don't even know when I passed them. I don't think they would have flipped there, but I don't know. You know, I just saw how much we've been letting loose, and I'm looking at the tires and going, it's a low percentage, especially compared to fuel. Because we're supposed to be going in at the end of 22. So we have 2 laps to go. Which, 2 laps into 37, like, I'm not worried about that. But it just does mean we're going to have some red tires, and even like super red tires the very last lap. I don't know, it was like right there. There's like no way you could flip there, I don't think. So I don't know what happened to them. Maybe DC, who knows. Either way, it's unfortunate. It's never good to not finish a race. Double negative, you know what I mean. It's always good to finish a race, pro tip. Alright, so here's the gist. I think I've gotten good at this map because we are still 42 seconds behind the leader after like 6 laps or something since my last pit. So, you know. We're probably still going to get lapped once, but I think at this rate, definitely not twice. So we're going to have to do an 8. Okay. I was on super red tires, and I really wanted to focus during those turns, because you have, like, no turning radius on these percentages. But, okay. We are going in now. And I think We should just do the 8 now. And then the last, oh, flawless entry. I think the last stint we'll just do a 7. I don't know. Let's just fill up to 100. And probably think about this being the 8. We'll just have to not drift as much as I had been that last stint. Speaking of drifting, I'm going to do that. But yeah, so far so good. Halfway through the race, more than halfway through the race, definitely more than halfway through the race. Still, basically barely just getting lapped right now. I don't think they've all pitted yet, so they're gonna pit again, which will get rid of that that +1 lap thing. I was like, they're either gonna pit now or next time. And then I think they're just doing 7s like the rest of us. Yeah, because that was lap 24 for them. So they are just doing 7s now, here on out. As I tap everything. Oh, someone's out. They're behind us though, so no place there. A lot of people speeding in the pit lane. It's dangerous. Could hit someone. Think of the children. Actually, there's probably no children in the pit lane. Think of child labor laws. Stop setting the fastest lap time. Stop showing us what you can do. Where are they in like the standings? Because they're clearly like fast, but they're not like first place, are they? They're not. So where are they? Are they like, did they like wait a minute at the start? I don't know. Didn't realize I was auto drifting that. Probably should have canceled that drift. Okay. Whoever built those houses on the road just hated whoever's gonna live there. Like there's no curb, there's nothing. Like I would not pay to insure that house. Or I would not want to be the insurance people insuring that house. It's probably like a car through the living room every other day. Speeding? Okay, so we have gone 3 of our 8 and used 37%. I think I'm allowed 37.5. So yeah, we're kind of close, but again, we'll make it work. And again, we don't have to do the full 8 laps because we'll start early with the pit. But this race is going pretty good so far. Oof. All right, 4 laps, 50%. We're tracking. We're very close. Ugh. Speaking of very close, we were very close to that wall. In fact, too close, because we hit it. I was thinking, I was like, oh man, I should, not drift that and just do a release, but then I was going way too fast, so I ended up doing both. Okay. What am I going in at? 30? I think 30. End of 30. That tracks, I think. We're getting low on tires, so just accounting for that. That turn was very poorly set up. Just to show you how well this race is going, it is lap 29 of 38, and we technically have not been lapped yet. And honestly, I really hope we do get lapped again, because otherwise we're doing an 8 for our final stint, which I guess we can do, but would prefer not to, as we still have to do one more lap on this. Okay. Final lap of this stint. Let's just use up all of the tires that we can right there and then. Okay. We're going a bit slow, but it's better than having a tire explode and your race ending, so that's what we're going to be going to. And we're down into single digits tires, which I don't think happened during the first stint. Oop, I got distracted by someone going out, but they're behind us, so guess it's not that important. But still got plenty of fuel and tire. Just got to get through the pit now. As I do a bit of a wheelie. Alright. I'm expecting this to get lapped, but I'm still going to fill up to like near top, just in case. We're going to lose about 5 seconds to it probably, but I'd rather just be safe than sorry. So, that's that. Because leaders are going to lap now, actually, as soon as they get to the pit. So wherever they are. They're pitting at the end of, well, I don't know. I might be off by 1. But they should be pitting soon. Okay, we have no more pits. Other people have pits. So our placement, that's not a drift. Why did I drift that? Other people will have to go into the pit at some point. In which case we will resume overtaking their position. Okay. Person 1 is pitting now. I think they will be out. Well, no, because it starts that notification as you cross the 130 line. They might be out by the time we get there. They are not. But let's see how close they are. Okay, now, so they are about 10-15 seconds behind. I think I am just going to push this to my limit. Why does it say they are 2 minutes ahead of me? I don't like that. Did I miss a lap somewhere? I can't have. Yeah, there's no way. Hang on. Okay, there it is. There it is. Okay. It just had to reset because of the lap stuff. Okay. It's very worried. Okay, so they're about 10 seconds behind. And I think I'm just going to commit to it being 7 seconds, or a 7 lap stint. And then maybe I might accidentally crash before the finish, so we get lapped. Oh, how unfortunate. You know? That actually was not on it. That was an accident actually. It was not on purpose. It might have been enough, but that was an accident. Whew, okay. Oh, someone's pitting now. So we'll pass them up. I was really hoping for like 15th place because I saw we were like at that point a few times, but that might have just because of pit strats and whatnot differences. Although I am like actually like 6 seconds behind 17th. So honestly, that waiting in the extra pit might have just cost me like 3 places or something. And also that bad pit entry. We can blame either one. Or we could just catch up. Now there's an easy answer there and a hard answer. The easy answer is we just blame past me. The hard answer is we cheer for future Ryan. That's harder. Alright, someone behind us is out. AFK, unfortunately. Someone else is pitting. Interesting. Yeah, we are 6 seconds behind 16th. I don't think 6 seconds is how much fuel time we spent extra fueling. Maybe like 2 seconds. If that. So we can blame the pit entry that one time. Or we can catch up. Or both. I think we do both actually. Let's blame past me and then praise future me for making up for past me mistakes. How about that? Because that was a good turn. Also, I have no tires, I just realized. Dreeper's out. Were they ahead of me or behind me? How many more laps do I have to do? 2? So I think I'm fine on tires, actually. Because this is a 7 after all. Just have to be aware of the low tire wear. Ha. I'm aware of the tire wear. Thank you. Thank you very much. Okay. And I am pushing very hard. Or trying to at the very least with these tires. Alright, so this now should be our last lap. Let's take it home. Okay, so they were behind us, setting fastest lap times. So it looks like that's unfortunate that no one's going to beat it. So there's going to be definitely some point corrections at the end of this race. Not for me, of course, but admins will have to deal with that. Okay. Alright. This better be the last lap. Yep, thank God. And we finish at 17th. We were 0.3 ahead of 18th and like 3 seconds behind 16th. Oh, that was a good race. GG's in chat. GG's in chat. I don't know who would have had fastest lap. 112.9, 113.1. I think, yeah. So Bastian Neref probably should have had the fastest lap, so that'll probably get transferred to them at some point. But GG's. No one else is staying it, so I'll start it. Oh, geez. Wow. They had a pit penalty, and they still got first place. That's pretty good. Oh, was Dennis coasting? Yeah, Dennis was coasting at 13th place. That'd have been cool to watch. You've got fuel. You can make it. You can make it. You can make it. You made it. Fantastic. So we got 17th place, plus 34 points. Add in the plus 2 points from qualifications. That's basically like 16th place or something. I don't know if that's going to be enough to get to Div 4, because we have to pass 11 people. So it might be possible, but it's going to be close. We might end up like 204. So we're 211 right now. We might end up at like 204 or something. It's going to be very close if we don't make it to Div 4. So next race, I think we might still be Div 5, but the race after that, definitely going to be Div 4. That's the goal. But yeah, that was a good race. That was a fun map. And we had the map with us, racing. They were the ones hitting the fastest lap times. So. I don't know. But cool. Well, GG's. That is enough for me. That is race 8 of 10. 2 more weeks to go. We should do well in the rest of them, but we'll see. That's all from me. Oh, no, that's not all for me. One thing I did want to do. I wanted to drive to the Coliseum. Driving through. I don't think you can drive through it, but I still want to at least look at it. But yeah, this was all fun. This was all fun. Okay. Can you drive or is that a wall? That looks like a wall to me. That's a wall. I don't know. All these houses were nice. Trees are nice when you don't hit them. I don't know. I feel like you wouldn't want to live here when there's a giant racetrack happening next to you. But oh, that's a hole. I think this house has issues. This house sub basement got issues. But I don't know. Let's at least look inside the Coliseum. Ooh, look at that. Look at that. That's nice. It's pretty nice. Little mountain in the distance. The stadium in the distance. But yeah, it's pretty nice. Definitely put a lot of effort into it. And I like it. I like it. It was a fun map. I liked it. That's all I'm gonna say. I usually don't like the kind of the open NASCAR style maps, but this one was pretty good. But with the stadium looming in the distance. But okay, now actually that is all for me. Enjoy the rest of your day. See you next time. Follow so you can get notified next time I go live. All that fun stuff. Take care. See you later.